Bet you never seen moves like that before. What's up, guys? Sam, back with another video. I hope you are ready to go today for some iPhone 12 rumors that have got me a little wired. Listen, the phone's coming out in 2 weeks, and we've been talking about the safe rumors, the likely rumors. I want to throw you the curveballs that you've probably seen on Twitter and basically debunk them and ruin all your dreams, or hype them up because some of them are actually happening. So if you guys are excited for this one, drop a like down below. Hit subscribe for more. And, well, hey, let's go ahead and get started because nobody's stopping us. We're about to go deeper than we've ever gone before. So let's start off with the first rumor here. The iPhone 12 is going to have no notch. Now, is fever dream Apple fanboy as this is? No, this one's not happening. This is made by Ben Geskin, really talented concept artist. And it really shows like what we kind of want in our hearts, like what the iPhone really should be. But there's really nobody on the market that's been able to achieve like a perfectly, I don't know, circular square device with like no notch or no bezel. I mean, this looks incredible, but this is not the iPhone 12. You've seen this floating around, fake, but it is a concept for what it could be. You know, maybe next year Apple pulls some strings and we get this, but not this year, unfortunately. This year, apparently, like the notch is even staying the same size. So, I mean, we're not making a whole lot of progress, but who knows? We could in the future. Next up, the iPhone 12 is not going to have a charger for the wall or headphones in the box. This one's actually true. As much as I wish it wasn't, it is absolutely happening. Apple actually is basically admitted to this through the Apple Watch Series 6 and SE this year. If you look in the box for those, you get the charging cable, but you ain't getting a power brick. Are you out of your mind, dude? Are you out of your mind? You think Apple's going to go so far as in 2020, the worst year in human record, to give you a way to charge your phone out of the box? You must have completely lost it. Now, there's going to be like a lightning cable in the box. So you got to just find a USB port or a charger. It is very silly to me. I think this is just going to piss everyone off, as it should. Like, you're paying $1,000 for a phone in some cases and you can't even charge it. Oh man, they're going to say it's for the environment. And yes, like e-waste is real. And I'm a big guy for the environment. Trust me, I drive a Tesla. But at the same time, it just seems like they're really grasping at straws here. This is way more a money move for Apple than it is for anything else. So don't expect much in the box. It's just going to be the phone and a cable, basically. This is a fun one. Basically, this is some bastardized version of a feature that was supposed to come on the 2019 iPhones where you could like put your AirPods on your iPhone and then they would charge your AirPods wirelessly, or like you could set your Apple Watch on your phone and your Apple Watch would charge. But this has been canceled and it's not coming. And no one reputable this year has said power drop is happening on this year's phone. So don't look forward to that feature. I mean, it'd be cool if Apple snuck it in because we heard about it last year, but I don't think it's coming because there's been zero evidence that power drop. So that's not even going to be the name. That, like, it sounds like you know what you're talking about. It's not real. So don't fall into the trap. A fingerprint sensor in the display. Oh my gosh, that would be like cool. There actually is one source that is vaguely reputable. I think it was like Digitimes or Economic Daily News that said it was coming to one iPhone in 2020. But I mean, for Apple to just come out of the blue and do this on the iPhone 12, like in display, pretty unrealistic to me, considering we've not seen it on any other product. And even the patents for this that they're filing for are pretty new. Like, it's clear they're working on it, just because I think that is cool. Like, OnePlus has figured it out. Many other companies have gotten it down pat, but it doesn't seem like a priority for Apple, and it really doesn't need to be because Face ID is so good. Like, pretty much everybody that has before the whole pandemic thing with masks, Face ID is annoying. Like, I wish that there was Touch ID on the iPhone still, which leads me to believe there's a small chance Touch ID could come back this year. This is completely my opinion, just because we've actually seen it debut on the new iPad, a way to put Touch ID that is complementary to Face ID almost, and that's inside of the power button. The brand new iPad Air, it's got it. Apple has figured it out. They were able to put Touch ID inside of the power button, And I mean, I'm just hoping, like with the pandemic and everything, they figured it out on the 12 series this year. But I'm not very hopeful just because Apple is planning these phones years in advance. Next year, I think there's a good shot that we see Touch ID back on the iPhone. But I think Apple's just going to stick with Face ID. It'll probably get a little bit faster this year. And honestly, like when you don't have your mask on, it's perfect. You just raise your phone up, scan. I mean, my phone, it's already unlocked. I can't complain. Now, when you're outside shopping, you need to look at that list and you can't. No, that's a different story because I go into a full-on roid rage episode in the middle of my local Walmart. Face ID better than me for Touch ID in most cases outside of this year. It's gonna be blue this year. Wow, that is innovation at its finest. Yeah, it's gonna be blue. I know that is happening. I've seen it from reputable sources. I have heard about it on my end. Blue is coming. Blue is making its way to the iPhone, and I don't know if this picks up well on my iMac camera, but look at this blue here. I mean that's nice. It also looks like I'm like trying to fist bump you guys. You're probably like at home trying to like. Not only do I love this color, everyone that I've shown it to has been like, wow, that's really nice. I want to get that color. They also brought red on the Apple Watch, which could suggest that red is also coming to the iPhone. And they've done actually product red iPhones a lot, just not on the highest end model. But midnight green, that's going away. And a navy blue, a darker, deeper blue similar to this is going to replace it. And I'm going to get that one. Like from the renders we've seen, as you can see to one side of me, they look great. I mean, I think navy blue is pretty darn cool. Next up, 4K video recording at 240 frames per second. This is happening. There's been a lot of evidence to suggest that Apple has made progress. I think between 2018 and 2019, like slow-mo and video quality, we didn't really see an upgrade as far as like resolutions or frame rates. And we're not getting anything like 6K or 5K or 8K that we know about, but higher frame rate, 240p video recording in slow-mo is coming, as well as 4K 120. So we have 60 frames per second recording. We've had that for a couple years. And 120 is just going to make it like really smooth. So slow-mo shots on any video you slow down are just going to look so much better. This one's pretty cool. I'm sure Apple has other stuff in the works for the camera. Speaking of which, is actually a pretty big rumor that is true based on what we're seeing, which is that the Pro Max, the 12 Pro Max, the 6.7-inch phone, the biggest, the most expensive, I think it's going to start around $1,100, similar to the 11 Pro. The 12 Pro Max is going to have some additional features that other phones aren't getting. One that we know about for sure is the camera sensor size is bigger on the 12 Pro Max, which is kind of disappointing because it suggests, based on the specs alone, that images and videos that come out of the 12 Pro Max are going to be better for $100 more than the $1,000 iPhone 12 Pro, which further makes me question, like, what is the point of the 12 Pro if the 12 Pro Max is going to have a bigger screen, higher resolution, better camera features now, better battery life? Like, I get that Apple has more to work with in a larger model, but like that's kind of nutty. Like to have all those features for $100 more, I think it puts the 12 Pro in just kind of a weird position. So I don't know how Apple's going to combat this, but maybe they throw in some bells and whistles on both. But yeah, the 12 Pro Max is seemingly going to be more of like an ultra or even more premium phone than we've seen in the past. Like we saw this with the 6 Plus. The 6 Plus had the second camera, maybe a little bit more RAM, and some other bonus features that the iPhone 6 didn't get back in like 2014. So it seems like Apple is sort of stepping it back up after, you know, the Pro and the Pro Maxes were vaguely in parallel year after year. Now Apple's really kicking it up. I guess they're taking advantage of the extra space, which honestly, can you blame them for innovating more on one phone that has more innovation potential, you could argue. I mean, I guess the only rumor that's crazier than everything else, if there's a one more thing rumor, it's that you're going to get free AirPods, or at least a discount on AirPods when you buy the iPhone 12. The first of which has not been widely acclaimed. It has not been held up or propped up or even corroborated by literally anyone. We heard earlier this year it could come with free AirPods. I doubt it. That's basically just false information based on the fact that you're not getting headphones. However, running a promo on AirPods does really fit into what Apple wants to do, which is to get everyone a pair of AirPods. So I will not be shocked in any way when on stage Apple says, yeah, we removed this stuff, but buyers of the new iPhone 12 for, you know, the 3 months after you buy it. You can get a discount on AirPods 2 or AirPods Pro. That makes sense. They'll just sell it at a slight markdown, maybe save 10%, 20%. It'll be just enough, I think, to get a lot of people to upgrade, especially the people that have been resistant, because now you're not going to have an excuse. When you get a discount on it, it's going to be like, huh, guess I'm finally getting the pods. So I would actually expect this one. I would expect some kind of AirPods promo. Reputable source Min Chico has sort of been pushing this one around, and I think it's one that a lot of people have forgotten about. So, I mean, not free AirPods, but discounted AirPods. Maybe you'll get like a free $30 worth of AirPods with the iPhone 12. All right, guys. Those are the wildest rumors. Those are the craziest ones. I mean, the devices are going to be redesigned. They're going to be boxier. They are going to have improved cameras with better video recording features. Batteries physically actually said to be getting a little bit smaller, but Apple's going to make up for that with faster A14 chips on the inside. There is a new blue colorway coming. They're going to have 5G. 5G, yeah, everybody loves 5G. That's also happening. I mean, basically, like, this is our closest real look at these devices, and we'll have them officially in probably just a couple of weeks. We're hearing the event for these is going to be on the 13th, and I mean, of course, full coverage is coming. So drop a like if you're excited for that. Hit subscribe for more. Hope you guys are doing well. I've been Sam, and I'll catch you all in my next video. Hope you guys like the style. Damn, I hit the mic so many times.